Well, hello guys. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler, and today I have a review of the Kizer Mini Begleiter. Also means companion in German. In this case, mini companion. So I'm going to release this either the same day or the day after that I release the Begleiter video, because obviously they're so similar. This is just a smaller version, right? Yes and no. So let's go over this. And let me bring out my other Begleiter just so you guys can compare. They're the same freaking knife, right? It's just like the Rat Model 1, Rat Model 2. Same exact knife, just, smaller. And FYI, I forgot about this on the Begleiter review. Blade HQ says these are on ball bearings. Definitely not. I actually took these apart because I wanted to try and make that polish up those phosphor bronze in my large Begleiter. Definitely not on on bearings. This one is also not on bearings, and it only has 2 washers. It has a phosphor bronze on the inside, I believe. Let's see if I can get you guys some light on this. It has a phosphor bronze on the inside. I don't know if you guys can really see. It's dirty on that side. There you go. Phosphor bronze on the inside and a Teflon on the outside. The action on this smaller one is actually better. I don't know if it's because of the thumb stud placement. I don't know. I'm not sure why the action on this one's better, but it feels better on the smaller version, which is ironic to say, and then I fail it. I can't reverse flick it because it's a small knife, but the thumb flip works just fine. So to get into this is G10. Stainless steel liners. We have our extended lanyard hole right there, which is very nice, and I like that design of a lanyard hole as long as you don't emphasize the lanyard hole over this dumb little pocket clip, which, by the way, I also noticed during the review. The frickin' pocket clip on the smaller one is thicker than the one on the larger one. Not really sure what that's all about, but whatever. Once again, it's just kind of a meh pocket clip. It doesn't have quite the bill either that the large Begleiter has. You guys can see that there. G10, stainless steel. I'm assuming stainless steel pivot collar right there. Anodized in blue, which is nice. It's a nice little accent. Let's clean off this blade because it's ugly. This is a stonewash blade. This isn't the blade that's covered in titanium nitride. And this is a 154 cm blade. Pretty sweet. As usual with Kizer, you have your serial numbers, the blade steel, the Kizer logo. You have the Begleiter Mini, and then the Azo designs. Azo is a designer for Kizer, I'm assuming, because he's only designed Kizer knives. Like, I looked him up, and that's all his designs are, which is fine. I mean, I love Kizer knives now. I didn't realize I did until I started feeling a bunch of them, and I truly do like Kizer. I'm not going to say I like Kizer more than Concept. Concept's trying to do something totally different, but still take the Kizer design language, but kind of make something a little bit more modern. But I really actually appreciate what Kizer does, and right now I would choose Kizer over Concept just because of their designs. I think I like it a little bit better, but they're also tried and true and been around for a little bit longer. So let's see here. There is no weight relieving on the inside of these scales. It is just a stainless steel liner. This is a drop point blade, as I said, stonewash finish, G10, and a pocket clip. That's about it. This is a T8. These are T6, 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 T6. Not an ambidextrous pocket clip. Ambidextrous, not an ambidextrous pocket clip. Liner lock, that is just fine. The centering is perfect. The back and forth, not at all. No up and down. And I have no issues with this. So let's move on to the specs. We'll get you guys some size comparisons. I'll give you my overall thoughts, and then I will let you know whether or not I can recommend the Kizer Mini Begleiter. All right, so let's get the weight on the Kizer Mini Begleiter. Somebody correct me on the enunciation. If you guys know how to say it, try to spell it like phonically. That would be cool. So the overall weight's coming in at a whopping 2.43 ounces, which is fantastic. I would have actually appreciated if they would have tried on this little guy to mill out those liners, because those liners would have taken this down to almost a 2 ounce, and that would have been super cool. This thing competes then with the Civivi, or the mini bug out, right? Or the bug out, rather. All right, let's get your overall length here of this tiny little bastard. The overall length is coming in at about 6 3/4 of an inch. The overall blade length is coming in at about 2. It's just shy of 3 inches, and the overall cutting edge is about 2 3/4 inch. Let's check your blade stock thickness. This being a much smaller knife is going to come in much smaller, I'm assuming, than the regular size Begleiter. This is coming in at almost 100 thousandths blade stock thickness. The overall, or the behind the edge thickness, is coming in at a whopping 17 thousandths. So not much more slicey, even though it feels incredibly more slicey. Not much more slicey than its bigger brother, but you have a thinner blade and a less distance to come down in that full flat grind. That full flat grind makes this knife, in my opinion. You wouldn't have as good of a knife without that full flat grind. The overall thickness in your pocket's coming in at a 0.43 inches, which is incredibly narrow. And the overall height in your pocket's coming in at a whopping 0.83 inches. So, yeah. This thing is going to be super pocket friendly, fifth pocket friendly, and you can take this thing freaking anywhere. And you guys see that? With the thumb, it's super snappy action still. I really appreciate the action on this guy, just because it's so small, but with your thumb, it's super easy to access. Some of you will be able to access it with the Spidey Flick. I'm not very good with small knives in the Spidey Flick. I failed miserably on the mini bug out, and I'm failing miserably on this. As you can see, much smaller than both. The carry profile is going to be much smaller than both. And in my opinion, you really shouldn't even compare the 2 or the 3, because it's just not comparable. Here is your feldspar and your mini feldspar. Still not comparable with these. Maybe closer to the mini feldspar. This reminds me closer to the Rat Model 2, and the Rat Model 2, if I had to guess, is still going to be longer. But we can find that out in your next size comparison. Here is your large Rat Model 1, and your Rat Model 2. The Begleiters really lend themselves to, in my opinion, really lend themselves to the Rat design. The full flat grind, the drop point, and it's just more of a ergonomics is going to the Rat. It's just more of like a more discreet carry than the Rats. And then last but not least, for your size comparisons, let's get you guys a couple Civivis. Here is your Civivi Brigand. Here is your Civivi Doris. About the same length, a little bit shorter than your Doris, much shorter than your Brigand. And then let's put it up against your Elementum, for those of you that probably have the Elementum, are probably looking at the mini Begleiter itself. It's still shorter than your Elementum. Alrighty, let's get into the overall thoughts. So, as a quick recap, we have 154 cm blade steel with a full flat grind going on here and a drop point blade. We have G10 with stainless steel liners that are not milled out, and you have a stainless steel pivot collar that is anodized with a pocket clip that is not ambidextrous. So what do I like about this knife? I really like the price, and I did not go over the price. The price is $46. You're getting 154 cm for $46, guys. That is incredible. I mean, the only other ones that I've seen at $46, but they're not even, or I'm sorry, the only other ones in the lower price bracket that I've seen are some of the Kershaw models. And even those are coming in at brand spanking new, like 110, right? That's incredible. $46 for 154 cm, and that's a great steal. Very well-rounded. The carry profile obviously is alike. I mean, look at that. That thing's going to go in damn near anything, any pocket, any pouch, any purse, any pair of jeans, any G-string, any jock strap, whatever you want to put it in. And you're not really going to notice it. Maybe in your jock strap, and let's hope that it's sealed up nice and good, that it doesn't slip out. You know what I mean? That was a weird tangent. This blade is ultra slicey, and it's robust, though. I mean, even though it's coming in at like a 100 thousandths, it just feels robust for a smaller knife, and the tip isn't that bad for how small this knife actually is. So the blade is actually pretty darn good. And then I didn't like the action as much on the larger Begleiter, but the action on this small guy, for some odd reason, it has one less phosphor bronze, and it just feels a little bit more snappy. And, you know, obviously it's not a drop shut. You're not gonna, it's tight, but it just feels really good to thumb flick that thing open. What don't I like about this? I mean, the pocket clip and not being ambidextrous is okay. I mean, well, that's all right. And then last but not least, I mean, ergonomically, it's kind of sound for a small knife. It feels pretty darn good. I definitely feel the pocket clip, but I mean, I can get a full four-finger grip, but I really just don't, I just don't lend myself to smaller knives. There's something about smaller knives that I just prefer something. I need a big, meaty, robust one in my hands, you know what I mean? But I just don't, I just prefer larger knives. So can I recommend the Mini Begleiter? I for sure can. I think the Mini Begleiter is something that if you are a mini bug out guy, if you're a bug out guy and you want something for $46 with, and you know, S30F is going to have way better edge retention than 154 CM, but 154 is going to be a little bit better in some other aspects, and you're paying literally a third the price. So why not? So yeah, definitely, I can recommend the Mini Begleiter. I can recommend the large one, and these two are awesome. Guys, go check these out. They're fantastic, and they come in like 100 different models. It's insane. Just like the large Begleiter, this thing comes in a bunch of different things. That is all I got for you guys today. This is the Mini Begleiter, 154 CM, $46. Definitely recommendable. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and please have a great frickin' day. Thank you so much for watching. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. It genuinely means a lot. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, give me some feedback in the comments below and hit the thumbs down button. In case you guys don't know, I do have a Patreon, which will be listed right here. In that Patreon, we're giving bi-monthly giveaways to just the Patreons based on the number of Patreons that we have in the Patreon. We will also be giving discounts on all the knives that I sell based on the number of patrons. My name is Tyler. This is Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great day.